Well, I guess I didn't realize what junk I was picking up today. This stuff goes all the way to Illinois. Which, oh well, right? I mean, it pays. It's 2 of these, so I fully expected to have to, these were run and drive units, but pulled up to this place, which I saw. It looked like a junkyard, but they told me it was a dealership, so, oh well. I'm just thankful the guy has that forklift to load these. I'm not really worried about it. It's this old Cavalier and a Honda Element. So what I did, I made these ramps to keep on this trailer in case I have a car with a lower front end to load. It's crazy, even like newer SUVs and stuff, the front bumper's so low to the ground, or the valance is so low that sometimes you just need a little extra. So I made those yesterday out of a 2x6x12 and just strapped them up there on the trailer. So I just passed what I am highly confused about. Just saw what looked to be a short bus with the back cut off and a flatbed on it. So it probably had, like, I don't know, maybe still like 4 or 5 rows of seats, like that much in the cab, and then a flatbed with a gooseneck, pulling a gooseneck trailer with probably like a 20,000 pound tractor on it. Probably had an 8.3 Cummins in it, I would assume. So I don't know, might be a nice little Hotshot setup. So I got those cars loaded up and we are headed home with them. Nope, just caught the front of the Convoy. On the beltway here. First guy that went by, I guess is it Sass Snack or something like that. He's got a pretty big YouTube channel, which I think came across him once he started posting stuff about the Freedom Convoy. He was at Wreckers and Wrenches getting his truck worked on in Hagerstown, which is, this guy's yelling at him. DC license plate, that explains it all. Oh, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. We're headed out to Illinois. It's, I forgot my watch, but it's, I think about 8 o'clock now. We left around 4:30 this morning. We're on the PA Turnpike. Headed west, and, should be a pretty uneventful day, knock on wood. We got these 2 cars, and I figured the story out about them because I talked to the guy this weekend. He called me yesterday. The Cavalier is his mother's old car. I guess it has sentimental value to him. And then I guess he fixes other cars, so that's what the Element is. And honestly, they're paying a pretty good price to get out to Illinois. And the broker was completely wrong when told me it was a dealer to a residence, which wasn't a dealer. So I was expecting like older run and drive cars, but so I'm gonna call the guy. He says he has this stuff to get it off, even though it's delivering at his house. It honestly probably needs just tires pumped up on everything, but I don't know if they'll hold air. So I'm gonna call him and say, hey, if we can't get these cars off within half an hour or so, you gotta get a roll back there to pull them off and put them in your driveway or whatever you want. which, because I don't have time to wait around. I do, but I don't. Because I won't make it to my pickup today. My pickup's going to be first thing tomorrow morning in Lexington, Illinois. So once I drop, I'll be about an hour and a half away. So I'll probably set myself up at a decent spot since I'll have some time. I hope to be unloaded and stopped by with the time change probably about 5 or 6 o'clock. So I'll have time to get a good dinner, good place to park up and rest. And then I don't have to get up stupid early in the morning, so at least find a spot with something for us to do. Get a shower, get good dinner, and then probably sit down and eat breakfast in the morning. Well, it's a beautiful day out here. It's actually getting kind of warm. It's nice out here. We're just crossing into Ohio, gonna walk in here to the rest stop and get some breakfast. And DOT, there's like 3 DOT cops with 1 guy over here. So, interested to see what's going on with that as we walk by. Well, they must be giving it to him good. All the doors are open on the truck, the hood's open. Officer just stepped out of the cab of the truck. But I can't really see, camera won't pick it up, it's kind of far away, but I'm staying away from that. Alright, so I'm on the road this week, and I wanted to show you guys this video. The backstory from what I have seen is this guy was a company driver. The company he was working for did not pay him, and he decided he was going to go ahead and just torch the truck. So I don't know if he was, the way it explodes, it looks like gas, so I don't know if he got gas in those oil jugs. They look like oil jugs, and pours it all over the engine and then all in the cab, and just see what happens here next. Alright, so I'm on the road this week, and I wanted to show you guys this video. The backstory from what I have seen is this guy was a company driver. The company he was working for did not pay him, and he decided he was going to go ahead and just torch the truck. So I don't know if he was, the way it explodes, it looks like gas, so I don't know if he got gas in those oil jugs. They look like oil jugs, and pours it all over the engine and then all in the cab, and just see what happens here next.
Por favor, si eres tan amable.
Well, looks like someone took this exit a little too fast. Hey, this time it's not a wedge over on its side. It's actually a tractor trailer. It looks like a dry van. Guessing this is obviously a tow company, but they got a salvage crew, I think. Yeah, they were trying to transfer what was left in the trailer. Oof, not good. Well, we made it to Toledo, Ohio, and we're getting fuel here at the TA right off the turnpike. That's where that truck was rolled over. Now, one thing I've noticed here recently with as crazy as fuel has been, my discount card hasn't always been correct. So the pump price here is $5.21. It says right there, $5.21. The app says it's $4 something, but anyways, it says with the discount it's $3.90. Which is the reason I stopped here. So that would be $1.30 off again. It'd be awesome if that's correct. Hopefully it is. But I don't know. With it not having the correct pump price in the app, it makes me believe that there's something else going on. But I guess we'll see. We only had about a half a tank, so we got 18 gallons. Let's see how much it actually cost us. Well, I like this setup. Obviously, it's a camper hauler, but nice little Freightliner with a little sleeper on it, single axle. You know, maybe one day I'll have my Freightliner out on the road. I just can't justify it right now. I mean, think about it. I probably get, what, 6 miles a gallon in that thing maybe. And it's obvious that's not a Hotshot truck. So I bought it when my business was mainly running off the load board. So I was just gonna get a bigger trailer and you make money that way. Now all my stuff's been like actual Hotshot work. So getting 6 miles a gallon in that versus getting 12 to 14 in this just doesn't make sense right now. So it ain't costing me anything. I'll just keep it and see what happens, see where business goes. It's always nice to have trucks sitting around. I've learned that. Learned that over the years of just, there's no quicker way of going out of business than not having a truck to drive. So we try to avoid that.
Make a U-turn.
Floofster. Well, it's lunchtime. Anybody remember when I broke down in that end spot right there, that big one? Had to come tow my stuff all the way home from Ohio for had to tow my stuff all the way home from Ohio for a 5-cent part that caused the whole issue. Anyways, so I've been actually, I cook a lot at home, and knowing I was going to be on the road for a few days this week, I made a bunch of food this weekend. So we've got a homemade, that is pork, smoked pork. There's a pork shoulder, smoked, over noodles, and the sauce on there is actually I made myself. It's like an Alabama white sauce. If you don't know what Alabama white sauce is, you're really missing out on life. If you go to Mission Barbecue, ask for Alabama white. They'll have it behind the counter in a cooler, but I made it all myself. So something I like doing on the weekends, making a bunch of food, so I have stuff to eat throughout the week. So just sit here on this trailer. I'm gonna put another strap on this car. The one I had on there had like a wear mark on it, and I was gonna go ahead and grab another one out of the toolbox and put on there, and kind of already did a load check, and then decided I was just gonna run in and eat. I was starving, and we'll get back on the road. I think about 3.5 hours left till we get there. Well, we're getting back on the interstate here, so should give us a better view of that. Oh, they got it up. They must have unloaded. Yeah, they got the other truck out of there. Hopefully this driver's all right. But got it up on its side. Whew, scary, man. Just gotta slow down. Stuff like that happens no matter what you're driving. Well, remember how I said that the fuel price seemed a little off? It was. I got it for $4.54, which is about 70 cents off a gallon, which is still good, but not as advertised on the app. So I don't know if they're just not able to keep up with it with the changing fuel prices or what, but it's a little frustrating. So as you go through Indiana, usually like the Elkhart area, it makes you wonder, do we really need that many campers? Do they sell all those campers? Like, are people just constantly getting new campers? Like, the amount of campers that you see is ridiculous. And on top of that, what about all these pontoon boats? Do they sell all of them? It just amazes me every time I come through here, how many campers and how many pontoon boats are being made. Alright, so I've never really been so happy to see bugs on the windshield. That just means we're getting closer to spring. Well, actual spring.
In 3/4 of a mile,
See?
turn left on Ashland Avenue.
We're pulling into the neighborhood where we're going to deliver these. Guy says he's got an air compressor and some help there, and looks like we're just going to roll them off. So if we need to pull it backwards with the winch, then we have that capability, and it's already set up to do so, which I did, wondering what this situation was going to be. So let's see how long it actually takes us to unload. Oh, we're out of here. Look at this driveway we had to back into. But see that skid loader right there? That made it all worth it. It was a little tight. You see the house right there? And I blindsided off the street here. You can see my marks from the trailer. Had to get through the grass a little bit, but I think I'm gonna go back that way. Perfect. On to the next one. Now, that only took 20 minutes to get two, I'd say completely in-op cars off the trailer, but the funny story, that Element, we put air in all the tires and it rolled. Well, I told the guys that either I push and you steer, or you push, I steer, I don't care. So he jumps in the car and he drifts that car off the trailer and hits his own car. Like he was trying to keep enough speed so he could get around the building, and he grazed his own car, which is a nice Acura TLX or something like that. And then we just drug the Cavalier off it. Those tires actually took air, which I was really surprised, and then but it was locked up, so he just drug it off. That skid loader. So time to find a place for the night.